But I kind of just wanted to spend a minute talking about how companies can adopt it. But I want to talk about I think where it's going to go, because I think the power of AI is immense. And there's kind of in my head there's a journey of how it's going to go, because in silo every company, public or private, doing it is great. But the real power will become when it becomes combined, and we share data and we share processes together. And obviously I'm not going to go through my client's customer journey, but a customer journey that I imagine if someone from the Northeast, we'll call them Rich, we can see if schools have data for his GCSEs or his A levels, and we know that he's failing, and we know that social services get involved, and they're sharing data, and they're sharing data amongst themselves. And then we know that the likelihood, and we can predict because of the journey that Rich has been on in his life, that, and he goes to young offenders, and then he doesn't get a job, and he claims benefits, and then all of a sudden, he ends up in jail, and then rehabilitation come in, and he does program X, Y, and Z, and then he finally gets rehabilitated. That's a really good journey, and we can predict at what point in Rich's journey that we could have done some more preventative action. But to be able to do that, we need to collectively come together as organisations, private and public. And I think when we get there, we will really be able to change people's lives from a society point of view. And I think that's really where it's going to come together for me. People sharing data, and the mass amount of data that we have immersed, and we can share collectively across the country and probably internationally. But companies are going to take a lot of convincing to get there. I think there's a big ethical piece of work going on, and I think Govin might tell us later about how the framework is going to look. But I really do, and I encourage everyone to embrace it, because it's going to happen, whether you want it to or not. So be part of it.